Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And allow me to begin the video by giving you guys 1, 2 or 3 seconds only to congratulate me for the small event we held in game. 2 individuals from this YouTube channel, one from Ivory, one from Kisii, joined us, and also one gentleman from the diaspora also joined us. We had underestimated the event, but it turned out to be a huge success. Azimio TV shocked me when I saw their crew there, and the event went well. But I realized that this Christmas is actually different from the rest, because politically, the politicians have not rested. For the first time, we are seeing a busy political activities during Christmas Eve. And in fact, it's going to extend until next year, because on 2nd, William Ruto will be in Nyanza, which is basically going to be politics. He will be joined by Museveni. But when I was busy, that was on Saturday and Sunday, probably on Friday, I received several requests because I opened my WhatsApp yesterday. There were several requests. Most of you guys were asking me to talk about the presence of Uhuru Kenyatta during Fred Matiangi's daughter's wedding. Because we all know that Uhuru Kenyatta sent his experts to join William Ruto's government. And also, most of you also asked me to talk about William Ruto meeting with the Ghanaian president alongside Raila Odinga. And also the interview or the event in Kakamega, which was graced by the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, and the interview there. But those ones will come either tomorrow or the day after. But today I want us to talk about why I strongly believe that Rigathi Gachagua must support Fred Matiangi if he's serious about dethroning William Ruto from office. Because I listened to Rigathi Gachagua's interview in Kakamega, and I can assure you, Rigathi Gachagua has not changed. Rigathi Gachagua will not change, and Rigathi Gachagua will never change. I'm saying that because just listen to Rigathi Gachagua here.
Kwa sababu kura zenu they are enough nyinyi kwenda kwa mesa direct bila kupitia kwa mtu yeyote. Itakuwaje nyinyi kila wakati mtapitia kwa Raila Odinga kwenda kwa meza ya Kenya ya kupanga vile Kenya itakaa? Mkiwa united vizuri, mjipange vizuri kama jamii. Mkiwa kura milioni 5, mtakuja meza ya Kenya direct bila kupitia broker. Hakuna haja ya political brokerage. Nyinyi mko na watu wamesoma, wanajua kizungu, wanajua mawakili. Kwa nini muhitaji mtu mwingine ndio mfike kwa serikali? Hii ni kitu lazima mufikirie kama jamii, ya kwamba ni makosa jamii kwenda kwa serikali kupitia kwa mtu ya nje.
But Rigathi Gachagua's brand of politics is good for him. It's working effectively for him, especially as far as Mount Kenya politics is concerned. But I strongly believe that Rigathi Gachagua can be more useful to Fred Matiangi, and I'm going to explain that just in a few seconds. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why do I strongly believe that Rigathi Gachagua, if he's serious about removing William Ruto from office? Because we all know that William Ruto is now the president of the Republic of Kenya. This is a man who defeated Raila Odinga and the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. That combined force is now the president. And now he's being supported by Raila Odinga. So can Rigathi Gachagua remove William Ruto from office easily? It's not going to be a walk in the park. Personally, I strongly believe that even if Rigathi Gachagua were to contest for the presidency, there is nowhere he will go. But those votes of the mountain, he can make them count for Fred Matiangi. Of course, I've also learned that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has drafted a team. He's incorporated some members of ODM and Raila Odinga's support base into his team to steer his 2027 presidential bid. But personally, the guy who can defeat Ruto with the support of Rigathi Gachagua is none other than Fred Matiangi. Why am I saying so? Number one, no serious Kenyan, apart from those from the mountain, can vote for Rigathi Gachagua if you are to run for the presidency. If you paid close attention to Rigathi Gachagua's speech in Kakamega, which I just played up there, Rigathi Gachagua is still divisive. You see, Rigathi Gachagua was brought on board as William Ruto's running mate in the last election for the single purpose of winning the support of the Kikuyu nation from Uhuru Kenyatta. So when he became the president, he was still stuck in the mountain. Now he goes to the Luhya nation. Instead of preaching national politics, he's busy trying to teach the Luhya nation why they should never support someone else. I had expected Rigathi Gachagua to do two things. One, to appeal to the Luhya nation to support him. If not, appeal to the Luhya nation to rally around a common cause. Because if William Ruto could not win the support of the Luhya nation from Raila Odinga, if Uhuru could not, who is telling Rigathi Gachagua he can't do that? So because Rigathi Gachagua's politics is a bit divisive, the rest of the country cannot vote for him. So that's number one. Number two, the only way Rigathi Gachagua can revenge against William Ruto is for him to remove him from office. Because William Ruto also removed him. But there's no way Rigathi Gachagua, as Rigathi Gachagua, with the support, the entire Mount Kenya support, can remove William Ruto from office. That's the dreaming. Which means Rigathi Gachagua must support a formation. First of all, he must sacrifice his ambition in 2027. After sacrificing his ambition, he must look for a camp which can deliver a formation. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is good. But I doubt if the Western Alliance can leave William Ruto and vote for Kalonzo. But Kalonzo must be on the ballot because he's banking on the vote from the mountain. So for Rigathi Gachagua to remove William Ruto from office, the only formation, in my view, is to support Fred Matiangi. Because if the mountain can support Matiangi, then I'm 100% sure the entire Kisii will be behind Matiangi. And of course, Matiangi will have a good fighting chance in the Western Alliance. And of course, also the agencies. So that's very important. Number three, if you look at all those who are running for the presidency in 2027 right now, Fred Matiangi is acceptable across board. Omtata is good, but I doubt if Omtata can launch a serious presidential campaign. He has the goodwill. It's the medicine Kenyans require. But Kenyans are not even ready for that medicine. Then there's Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Personally, I would have loved to support Kalonzo Musyoka. But there is nothing, there's something lacking in Kalonzo Musyoka. There's something lacking. Fred Matiangi can easily be accepted in the mountain. The agencies wanted him. The rest of the country can. Which means if Rigathi can convince Kalonzo to support Matiangi, game shot. Because William Ruto is currently struggling because of several reasons. One of the reasons William Ruto is struggling is because of communication. The other day I watched Kipchumba Murkomen earlier today saying that, no Kenya has died. No Kenyan has died as a result of police brutality since William Ruto took office. But we know the record speaks for themselves. And those are the things which are making William Ruto's government look very unpopular. There was nobody who forced Kipchumba Murkomen, for example, to talk about those issues. He could have just remained silent on them. Then, number 4, there's also this very important factor in 2027, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta factor. Uhuru Kenyatta is going to play a critical role in determining who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya, just because of 2 reasons. Number 1, he has the mountain. The mountain currently listens to Uhuru Kenyatta. But the moment he leans towards William Ruto, the mountain is a bit shaky, but maybe he's playing William Ruto. And he can also bring the resources. What Kalonzo lacks is the resources. That Uhuru Kenyatta has those resources. He can easily give it to Matiangi because Matiangi is his man. And, Uhuru is currently not in good terms with Rigathi Gachagua. But their common enemy, in my view, I still believe is William Ruto. So they can combine forces. And lastly, it's about resources. The truth of the matter is that 2027 presidential elections is going to be the most expensive presidential election ever witnessed in the Republic of Kenya. William Ruto, in the last election, spent a lot of resources during his campaign. He's now the president. He's going to apply state machinery. They're now making money for the campaigns and they're ready for it. Which means for anybody to compete with William Ruto, they must match those resources. Rigathi Gachagua, by the time will be going towards 2027, I can assure you, the government shall have dealt with him as far as resources are concerned. But he can pull those resources. The moment he will say Matiangi, then even the Mount Kenya tycoons who are angry with William Ruto will start seeing possibility of Matiangi becoming the next president. Ladies and gentlemen, because of those reasons, I don't see anything that should stop Rigathi Gachagua from supporting Matiangi. Only if he wants to stop William Ruto, because stopping William Ruto is not going to be a walk in the park in 2027. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye bye.